9.
Check, check, testing, 1, 2, check, check, testing.
Check test 1, 2.
Check. wait till everybody gets off the field.
Please welcome your Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Tom Bartoglieri.
Good morning, Chezy Champs. How's everybody doing today? Good? Good? I'm doing great. Welcome to the second and final day of Chezy Champs this year. I am incredibly excited for what's going to happen today. We had some amazing matches yesterday. We have tons of amazing teams in the building, and today is going to be even better. We're going to play a few more qualification matches this morning. Then we're going to roll into the playoffs, and if it's anything like Chezy Champs has been in the past, it's going to be fantastic. So, anyway, before we get started, I just want to acknowledge some of the sponsors that Chezy Champs has. We're very, very grateful to have Betterman College Prep, the school we're in right now, as our gracious hosts, and the sponsors who helped us make the trophies that some of you will be taking home today. They're really awesome. You can check them out over there. And those are Fabworks, Amex Plating, and Gilbert Spray Coat. Let's have a round of applause for our host school and our sponsors. Next up, again this year, you heard them all day yesterday on the big screen on the stream. We're going to have them back in today, breaking down results of every match, giving you a little bit of insight into what the robots are doing there on the field. It's the Robo Sports Network. Robo Sports Network, why don't you say hello?
Hello, everybody, and good morning. We're so excited to be back here for day 2 of Chezy Champs in its 9th year. We're going to be breaking down matches all day, including the qualification matches that are going to be wrapping up this morning, alliance selection, and then the playoff bracket that's going to be happening this afternoon. And if you've been or watched Chezy Champs before, you know that this playoff bracket is going to be insane. We're here all day today. Myself, I'm Adrian Emerson. We have Steve, we have Francis, Izzy, Clint, Evan, and Stephanie all here to bring you insight on all of the action happening today. So let's take it back down to the field. Tom, what else do you have for us?
Thanks a lot, Adrian. I'm really looking forward to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for being here. So a couple more things. Alliance selection will be at 11:45. So please be ready, make a pick list. If you don't have any scouting data, a vibes-only pick list is totally fine. Not going to dock any points based on that. And when we're doing the playoffs, awards will be given out in between breaks between the matches. So stick around, make sure you watch the matches, A, because they're going to be amazing, and B, because if your team wins an award, it'd be great if you were here to pick it up. So yeah, that's about it. So we're just about ready to get started here. Before we get started, I have a very important question for everyone in the arena right now. And my question to you is, why don't eggs tell each other jokes? Because they'd crack each other up, you know? Okay, all right, so with that, a bombshell, it's time to get the matches started. So drivers, come out here, turn your robots on. We're gonna get those robots connected to the field and we'll get going in just a sec. Thanks a lot. RSN, what do we got in this first match?
All right, I'm so excited for match number 57, our first qualification match of the day. Steve, who is in this match that you're going to be looking out for?
Well, we have our current number 1 seed, Team 696, the Circuit Breakers. And they're paired up with Code Orange, Robot Dolphins from Outer Space, a particularly SoCal alliance on the red side. Up against them, Bare Metal 24-6, 114 Eagle Strike, and the Holy Cows 1538. The Holy Cows this year were the #1 overall pick at both regionals and the division at championships that they were on. Won the San Diego Regional. 2046 was the #1 overall pick at the Pacific Northwest District Championship, and they won that. So a very heavy alliance here on the blue side, trying to shake up those rankings right at the top, 696 in a precarious position after the quick tumble right at the end there of a previous solid #1 seed, 1678, the Citrus Circuits. Their last two matches won a replay at the end of the day yesterday. Saw them earn only the 2 bonus ranking points, but missing out on the win on both of those, dropping them just below Circuit Breakers.
And Code Orange definitely has something to prove in this match too. They're right in the middle of the top 10. I believe they're ranked about #5 right now. And so they are really going to be looking to climb up just a little bit higher in those rankings before the end of the day. But with only 2 matches left for every team at this event, it's going to be very difficult to move around pretty far. So they are going to be working as hard as they can to get every RP. So let's get this match started and head back down to the field.
All right, we are about to get started here with match number 57, first match of the day. These teams are up all night thinking about what they have to do this morning to execute. And we're going to start over here on the red side. They are currently ranked number 4. It's 3476.
From Irvine, California, it's Code Orange.
Their partners in the middle, they're currently ranked number 1. So 4 and 1 together. This might be a pretty high-powered alliance. It's 696.
From Glendale, California, it's the Circuit Breakers.
Here's a team that has been getting a ton of love on the live stream. Every time this team comes up, there's people in there who are like, 51.99, they're the best, let's go! So shout out to those folks online, and shout out to this team, 51.99.
From Mission Viejo, California, it's the Robot Dolphins from outer space.
All right, down here on the blue side of the field, we have a couple of teams who are ranked in the 20s. They're trying to move their way up to the top 8. We'll see if they can do it, starting with Team 2046.
From Maple Valley, Washington, it's Bare Metal.
Their partners in the middle, 114.
From Los Altos, California, it's Eagle Strike.
And rounding out this alliance, they've had a little bit of a rough break so far at Chezy, but the robot is looking fantastic. It's 1538.
From San Diego, California, it's the Holy Cows.
Before we begin, I just want to say, let everybody know, you're going to be hearing the beautiful voice of Mr. Stanford here. He's going to be announcing the games for you today. Everybody give a round of applause to Stanford. Hey Stanford, when you're out in the forest and you're looking around and you're trying to identify different kinds of trees, how do you know that's a dogwood tree?
Tom, please enlighten me.
It's because of bark. I I need more audible groans. Every time I tell a joke, I would really love it if the crowd could just be like, ugh. Really
Please don't encourage
would make
him.
me happy.
Don't encourage him.
All right, I think we are almost ready here. We've got a green light. We've got a thumbs up from our FTA. That means we're good to go. So drivers, please get behind the lines, and we'll get this match number 1 of the day started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Holy ranking implications, Batman. 4RP from Red Alliance and 696 has a pretty decent chance of locking up that number 1 seed. Our Blue Alliance, on the other hand, looking to deny them those ranking points. Multiple game pieces scored up high, neither alliance on the charge station. If the Blue Alliance taking the lead as drivers take their controls. When it comes 696, looking to change that, looking to keep that number 1 seed. They're going to be joined by their partners, Code Orange and Robot Dolphin. This all Southern Californian Red Alliance continuing to score. They've already closed a little bit of gap that Blue had after Autonomous. But Eagle Strike looking to extend that gap. They score a cone up high, as are the Holy Cows getting a cone on mid. Starting to see some collisions midfield. These game matches are starting to get a little bit more violent as teams are desperate to increase their ranking. 696, 1538, colliding midfield. The collisions make the Holy Cows drop their game piece. Go grab another one from the loading zone. Both alliances have been having pretty productive matches so far. It's close with a little over a minute to go. 696 specializing in that hybrid row. Only a couple more pieces left before they fill up that entire bottom row. But the Blue Alliance has been focusing their efforts higher up. Their entire top row is complete, and they're getting close to completing that middle row. Six 696 now focusing on shuttling cubes back and forth for this Red Alliance. Eventually, those will end up on the hybrid nodes, opportunistically scored by one of their partners or potentially even themselves. With the Blue Alliance, incredibly strong teams there. They've almost filled up their grid on that side of the field. 30 seconds left. The Red Alliance just one game piece away from filling up that grid, starting to supercharge some nodes courtesy of Code Orange. Red Alliance getting a little bit hung up on that charge station with 10 seconds left. These teams are taking it down to wire to see who can complete the match and take those RP. 2046 doing that side climb, their signature move for the Blue Alliance, led with the last second level. We will have your official results in just a moment.
That was sick. What a great first match of the day.
If that's what a qual match looked like, I'm excited for playoffs. This is going to be awesome. And the results are in for that match. With a margin of 30 points, it's going to be your Blue Alliance taking this match 190 to 160. RSN takes through that match.
696 dropping that match and going down to the number 2 seed with some really precarious game piece placement throughout the match. They did have a couple double score nodes, but unfortunately didn't get the full grid, so those nodes didn't count. Steve, what did you see?
What I saw was the Red Alliance made the absolutely correct decision. 3476 Kodor went back to get the cone to try to get that top node that hadn't been scored, but they abandoned it in favor of getting that activation bonus, them all getting the charge station leveled out after the buzzer. So they had already lost control by the time it leveled out. They had to do that because at that point it was too much of a deficit to overcome. I was watching 2046 Bare Metal during the match. They have a new intake for this competition. It's wider. That gives their driver more confidence to pick up those floor cubes. And they were pressuring the Red Alliance. It's really hard to make up ground in this game. So keeping up that lead all throughout made the Red Alliance really nervous and didn't get them that full grid before they were already starting to score extra game pieces.
And both alliances knew right from the start, with neither getting even a park in autonomous mode on that charge station, they were going both to have to triple balance just to get that charge station RP. So that kind of changes your mentality during the match, knowing you have to get back there to be able to do a triple balance to salvage that RP at the end of the match. So both teams end up doing that, even though Red was very, very last second, made me a little nervous up here. But what do we have coming up next in match 58?
We've got one of our brand new robot teams out here. We've got 359, the Hawaiian kids on the Red Alliance, and they're paired up with 1768 Neshoba, who've been picking up. They pick up the flange of the cone, like base that flares out. It's an interesting way to do it. It lets them put them up off the floor the way that they like it. Gives their alliance more opportunities to pick up on the double substation in their loading zone.
Yeah, two very equally matched alliances in this match, which we see a lot here at Chezy Champs. On the Red Alliance, we have Team 4499, the Highlanders. They're from Colorado, and they have been really having just a very solid weekend. Every match coming out and performing. And they're paired with 7157 Mubotics and 5419, who is that kind of lower to mid specialist, and they're actually ranked number 9 right now. So they're really looking to get up into that top 8 so they can control their alliance for the playoff bracket.
So let's send it down to the field for introductions, qualification match 58.
We're just waiting for one more robot to get on the field, and then we'll get this match going. All right, we're going to introduce these teams. We're going to start on the blue side of the field. This is new and exciting. We don't ever start on the blue side of the field. We're going to start out here with the teams currently ranked number 24. It's 4738.
From San Diego, California, it's the Patrobots.
In the middle, we've got this little robot that has been flying across the field. Really fantastic driving by them. It's 359.
From Wailua, Hawaii, it's the Hawaiian Kids.
Right now, down at the end, They're currently in 12th place. It seems like they may be not super happy with the name of their team. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's 1768.
It's Neshoba Robotics.
But maybe not for long. If anybody has any ideas for 768 for a name, go to their pit and let them know. All right, down here on the red side of the field, they're currently ranked number 9, looking to move up into that top 8. It's 54-19.
From Berkeley, California, it's Berkeleyum.
And in the middle, 7157.
From Brea, California, it's Mubotics.
And rounding out this alliance, we've got 4499.
From Fort Collins, Colorado, it's the Highlanders.
Looks like Mubotics is just putting the final touches on setting up the robot, so we'll get this started in just a second. Hey, Stanford,
Yes, Tom.
why did the pony ask for a cough drop?
Please enlighten me.
Because it was a little horse. I think next year at Chezy Champs, we got to get like a little drum kit. Someone can go like boom after all these. It'd be great.
See, now I could support that.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. Hey, Stanford, I have a question for you.
I might just have an answer, Tom.
Why did the computer
testing,
catch
1, 2,
a cold?
check.
Tom, I would love to know.
Because it left a window open.
Check, 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 testing, 1, 2. Check, 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 testing, 1, 2. 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 Check, check, testing, 1, 2.
Okie doke. It looks like we have a thumbs up on this one, so let's get this match rolling. Drivers behind the lines, and 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome back, my friends. We're here for qualification match 58 autonomous action. All 6 robots under motion. 54-19 for the Red Alliance. Getting on that charge station. It's not level yet, but they have a couple more seconds to get it level. The Showboat Robotics trying to do the same for the Blue Alliance. Looks like neither charge station was level, and it'll be the Blue Alliance with the lead in Ateliop. 54-19, violently shooting these cubes. They shot at their own partner, Mubotics. Shooting them onto those hybrid nodes for the Red Alliance. Some speedy cycles from Berkeley Machine, joined by their partners, the Highlanders and Mubotics. But on the Blue Alliance side of the field, up by 8 points. We got Patrobots completing a link for the Blue Alliance. Neshoba Robotics, 1768, in their loading zone, trying to grab a cone from the ground. Having a little bit of difficulty with it. There they go. They're going to go back and score that for the Blue Alliance, increase their lead over Red. Berkeleyum continuing to do their signature move, filling up that hybrid row with all cubes. 71-57, scoring up high for the Red Alliance. 10 points down, a little bit over a minute to go. 54-19, catch a little bit of air on the side of the charge station, drop another cube down low for Red. Neshoba Robotics for the Blue Alliance, those 3D printed wheels on their right, giving them a bit of a traction advantage as they score on the bottom row for Blue. Highlanders for Red, placing a cone in one of their middle rows. It is now the Red Alliance with the lead, a little over 30 seconds to go. Real-time scores update is incredibly close. It's going to be about who can get those last second cycles in, who can get on that charge station. 7:57, 3:59, having a bit of a coming together. Midfield, both break away cleanly, trying to get some last second pieces in. 15 seconds to go. Mubotics for Red, Highlanders for Red, they're on. We got 2 red robots, now 3 red robots, 3 blue robots. They're trying to get level 5. Red Alliance is level, Blue Alliance is level. It is tied. We will have your official results in just a moment. match. At the end of that match, this real-time scoring showed a tie, but we do have one alliance that took this. It's going to be your Red Alliance, 194-187. Red Alliance, a 4 RP match for them. All three of their teams taking a jump up in the rankings. RSN, break down that match for us.
Fouls do make a difference in that match with the Red Alliance victory. It was tied score according to the live scoring going into the end game, so we really did not know who was going to come out on top. But the Red Alliance does get a victory, which keeps 54-19 in that top 8. Steve, what did you see?
I saw two alliances really interacting with each other. They were trying to steal each other's game pieces. Throwing those cones and cubes up the single substation, the human players are trying to get them at the end of the loading zone so their teams don't have to drive as far. But if they roll out of the loading zone, that's free game. There was a moment where 54-19 Berkeley was trying to steal a game piece from just outside of Blue's loading zone, and 1768 Neshoba, winners of the North Shore district this year, they came in, they blasted through them, made sure that that cube that they were trying to get moved back into their own loading zone. And so that could have been the difference in the match before one technical foul and one foul making the difference there. But we're going to see more interaction, some of it intentional and some of it just the flow of game. As teams trying to go back and forth with really quick cycles, it's going to be these margins, these free pieces that are thrown out. Human players are going to have to dial in where they put those pieces so that their alliance gets it and their opponents don't have an opportunity to steal it.
Yeah, and sometimes picking up objects off the ground for teams can decrease their full cycle time, but sometimes because it's not what they're used to and it's not what they're practiced doing, sometimes they can actually increase their cycle time to take advantage of those. But if you don't pick them up, you may leave them for the other alliance to take advantage of, like you were saying. So it really, it's an interesting strategy, and I think, as you said, it's going to become more prevalent throughout the day where those game pieces end up on the field.
And you can see that 4 ranking point match moves Berkeleyum into 6th alliance, into the 6th seed. Alliance Captain Material right there with a cube specialist robot. They've used that effectively well throughout all their qualification matches, really getting those short cycles, more game pieces into their grid, which they'll clean up later. That has worked out very well for them.
Yep, excited to see how these alliances work out towards the end of the day. But coming up, we still have a few qualification matches to play. And right now, we're looking at qualification match 59. Who are you going to be looking out for in this match, Steve?
I'm looking for our marathoners, Strike Zone. Their 5th of 5 off seasons. That robot with its 10 motor swerve. The 2 corner modules have an extra drive Falcon. So they're up at the highest end of speed gearing with that. They do lots of short cycles, picking up cubes from the end of the loading zone. Difficult matchup here with Robodores and Up Creek Robotics on the Red Alliance.
All right, let's see how this match plays out. Let's take it back down to the field.
Yeah, no worries. All right. We got a pretty good match on tap here. Let's get these teams introduced. Starting off on our Red Alliance, we've got Team 1671.
From Clovis, California, it's the Buchanan Bird Brains.
Moving over to the middle of this Red Alliance, it's 4255.
From Monterey, California, it's the Robodores.
And finishing out this alliance, we've got Team 1619.
From Longmont, Colorado, it's Up a Creek Robotics.
Good enough. All right, coming on down to this side of the field, we're going to start off with Team 1351.
From right here in San Jose, California, it's TKO.
Oh, such a nice moment, you know. In the middle, we've got Team 115.
From Cupertino, California, it's MVRT.
Nice. And finishing out, we got Team 5460.
From Lapeer, Michigan, it's Strike Zone.
I think I got it. Close enough. All right. Those gates are locked, so that light is green, so that means we're ready to go. Drivers behind the lines, and 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
We're underway for some autonomous action here. Qualification 59. Starting to get towards the last round qualification matches. These teams trying to secure their spot in the rankings. Red Alliance clearing all of their game piece from midfield. As a result, they are up. We know how incredibly strong some of these Blue Alliance teams are. Strike Zone, your World Championship finalists, placing a cube up high. They collected from midfield. Robodors and the Buchanan Bird Brains for the Red Alliance continuing to advance their lead as they've scored already nearly 2 links. They get it, 2 links up on that top row. TKO for the Blue Alliance. Grab a cone. All 3 Blue Alliance robots getting ready to score. All 3 Red Alliance robots scoring nearly simultaneously. Both of these alliances are executing a masterclass in scoring. But right now, it's the Red Alliance that is up. Buchanan Bird Brains, your 2015 World Champions, completing another link. Down on one of those middle rows. They've nearly filled up that top row. Blue Alliance has filled up that top row. The Blue Alliance is closing the gap. A little over a minute to go. Your Buchanan Bird Brains, they've now filled up the middle row. Robodors completing that last game piece on the top row for the Red Alliance. Completing a link. That game piece worth 10 points. Now it's all about those hybrid rows. Maybe we'll see some supercharged nodes in this match. 45 seconds remaining. Robodors dropping a cube. Down low. They didn't even stop moving for that. 16-19 using that cube intake. Shooting one to that hybrid row. The Red Alliance has filled up the grid. It's time to see some supercharged nodes. Strike Zone continuing to score using that ground take. Grabbing a cube. One of their human players. Robodor's already on the charge station for red. 16-19 and 16-71 looking to join them. But the Blue Alliance is still scoring. Strike Zone trying to get a last minute piece in. All 3 Blue Alliance robots get on that charge station. Can they balance it with the time remaining? They got it. We'll have your official results as time expires on that match.
Check, check, 1, 2, test.
Your official results are in. It's going to be the Red Alliance taking this 204 to 182. All available ranking points claimed during that match, boosting all 3 of the Red Alliance teams. RSN, take us through that match.
Really great match for the Red Alliance. I noticed throughout the entire match that really had a good flow going for entering and exiting the community and not getting in each other's way. And Blue had a couple missed opportunities right at the end where they had game pieces really close to their side of the field and were just kind of waiting for that charge station balance. Steve, what did you think the difference maker was?
It really was that red coordination in their loading zone. Those 3 robots able to pick up from different places, and they just were never contacting each other, so it just looked free and clear throughout. There was always just 1 robot in the loading zone, free, nothing in their way, and then 2 robots on opposite sides of the grid. Just perfect flow, exactly what you'd want to see.
Yep. So moving on to qualification match number 60. We've got a tough one coming up for both alliances on the red side of the field. We have one of our Team Texas teams in 148. They're paired with one of our Michigan teams, 35-38, the Robo Jackets. And they are rounding out that alliance with 687, the Nerd Herd, who's one of those cube specialists that's been having an excellent time here at Chezy Champs. What are they facing, though, on the red side of the field, or blue side of the field, Steve?
Blue side has 44-14, our world champion here. They have changed significant parts of their robot in between their championship win the championship win and now. So they're controlling it very differently. They look like they're driving it slightly. It looks different when it's driving, but it's still very, very fast. And they're paired with our New York team and the Funky Monkeys, who have had an up and down tournament, but they're able to do all three levels. So we'll see if Red Alliance can fight through some possible. I mean, the Nerd only played defense yesterday when their robot broke, but it's getting down to the wire here. Are they going to try to make a claim as the defensive robot at this tournament?
Yeah, I am excited to see the strategy play out in this match. This is going to come down to the wire, so let's take it down to the field. Start match number 60.
Thank you, Adrian. All right, we're going to start introducing the teams for this next match. Down here on the red side of the field, currently ranked number 15, looking to walk their way back to the top 8. It's 148.
From Greenville, Texas, it's the Robo Wranglers.
In the middle, they are currently in the top 8. Exactly number 8 to be exact. It's 35-38.
From Rochester, Michigan, it's the Robo Jackets.
Got that mean mug, you know? And finishing out the alliance, we've got the Blueberry himself, 687.
From Carson, California, it's the Nerd Herd.
Feel like I'm in Willy Wonka. All right, moving down to this side of the field. They are ready for this match. It's 694.
From New York, it's Stiples.
In the middle of this alliance, we have a team who was a world champions here. Currently, they're on the top 8, so they may have to fight their way back to win this event. It's 44-14.
From Ventura, California, it's High Tide.
And rounding out this alliance, currently ranked number 11, is 846.
From San Jose, California, it's the Funky Monkeys.
Love that enthusiasm. Okie dokie. Drivers behind the line. Let's go in 3, 2, 1.
We're getting underway here. Qualification match number 60. Red Alliance grabbing game pieces from mid-heel, as are the Blue Alliance 687 on the charge station for red. Funky Monkey struggling to get up that charge station for blue. The Red Alliance takes the lead. Already got some heavy impacts between Robo Wranglers and High Tide. But already these teams are back in their communities, scoring 687, using that bin take to shoot their cubes onto a hybrid node in their community. Very quickly, 687 running around, shuttling cubes back and forth. And their partners, 35, 38, and 148, scoring them up high. But here comes the Blue Alliance. They are down, most certainly not out for this match. 44-14, cone in hand, blocked a little bit by the Rope Jackets as they soar another one up high. The Blue Alliance has not scored a single cube yet. High Tide getting ready to make a delivery for the first cube of the match for them. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance side, it's a cube frenzy over here. Nearly the entire bottom row filled up with cubes. 148 completing a link on the mid-level for the Red Alliance, increasing their lead with a little over a minute left to go. The Funky Monkeys in the Blue Alliance loading zone, grabbing the game piece. Looks like 687 brought some of that LA traffic up here with an it's been bumper-to-bumper contact this entire time during this match. Starting to get more violent. These teams really desperately want to secure their rankings. Get into that top 8. 35-38. Scoring another one for the Red Alliance. 687 starting to supercharge some nodes. The Red Alliance only a couple of game pieces away from filling up their grid. As are the Blue Alliance. The Blue Alliance has, in fact, pulled ahead with 20 seconds left to go. But we'll see what happens on these charge stations. 35-38, it appears, might be having battery issues rounding out on the field. The entire Blue Alliance level on their charge station. What can Red do with 5 seconds left? 148, swerving up to that charge station. 35-38, having some issues as they get it. Last second. We'll have the official results in a moment. We've got your results. It is unbelievably close. By 1 point, the Blue Alliance taking this match 186 to 185. Not all is lost for the Red Alliance. They claimed 2 RP from that match. RSN, break that down for us.
Man, a 1 point loss for the Red Alliance, and they had a cube that was right outside of the grid, and if they had just pushed it in, it would have given them the win. But you really have to be paying attention in the driver's booth to be able to see those, and an unfortunate loss, but 2 RPs still for the Red Alliance, and the Blue Alliance does come out with an 186 point victory.
Yeah, even with the Chezy changes to extend that hybrid net scoring location, it is still a tape line, and it's a difficult viewing angle. You could kind of stand next to, but not in front of the Alliance station to check, but it's very difficult to see, even under the best of circumstances, and that does push 35-38 out of the top 8. They're now 11th, so no longer on our top 10 screen.
Well, speaking of that top 10, we do have some top 10 teams coming up in this next match. Qualification 61, we have our host team 254, the Chezy Poofs on the Blue Alliance. They're paired with team 3847, another one of our team Texas teams here at Chezy this year, and they are paired with 4270, the Crusaders. This is going to be a very good alliance, but over on the red side of the field, Steve, I think we have some pretty good robots there too.
Not ranked especially high, but Red, the number 1 seed on their division, they've been scoring like gangbusters. 971 with that killer one auto to rule them all free and a balance from that, I believe, our only tank drive. And 604, Quicksilver has been scoring a ton of game pieces, picking up those cones from the end of their loading station and using the gantry and the X and Y and the little 3D printed brackets to just score just about as well as anybody. So it's going to be a difficult matchup for our current 3 and 8 seeds on the Blue Alliance.
I'm going to go a little bit robot boomer here, Steve, but if you told me 5 years ago that there would only be one tank tread robot here at Chezy Champs, I would have told you were crazy. And yet here we are. Swerve Drive is the new FRC standard for drivetrains. So many COT swerves available to these teams, and everybody seems to be seeing the advantages to using that on their robot. But 971 really having a successful season without that. So I'm excited to see how they play in this match.
Let's send it down to the field for introductions, qualification match 61.
That's a great point, Adrian. Certainly not a waste of time any longer. So let's get this one started. We're going to start with Team 5940.
From Redwood City, California, it's Bread.
And moving into the middle, we've got their partners, 971.
From Mountain View, California, it's Spartan Robotics.
And rounding out this alliance, the 3D printer of the event, 604.
From San Jose, California, it's Quicksilver.
All right, coming on down to the blue side of the field, we have a team that is currently ranked in the top 8, number 8 to be exact. It's 4270.
From Honolulu, Hawaii, it's Crusaders.
All right, and moving into the middle of the field, we have the team that's currently ranked number 3. It's 254.
From San Jose, California, they are the Chezy Poofs.
And rounding out this alliance, we have a team who's currently ranked number 7. All top 8 on this alliance. It's 3847.
From Houston, Texas, it's Spectrum.
All right, we've got a thumbs up. Drivers behind the lines. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling in 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. It's time to send it. Qualification match number 61. Both alliances running their autonomous routines. 971 doing their signature 3-place and balance routine. And on that charge station, get a level last second. Crusaders on and level for the Blue Alliance. But it's going to be Red that is up. All 3 Blue Alliance robots almost instantaneously grabbing game pieces and going and scoring them for Blue Alliance. That's already given them the lead. Well, we know how incredibly effective Bread, Quicksilver, and Spartan Robotics are on offense. 604 placing one up high. 971, the Tank Drive Terror. Placing Cube up high, completing a link for the Red Alliance. That's pulled back ahead of Blue. This match going to be back and forth. The Poofs, they've now got a cone, placing it on mid. That's going to get them within 1 point of the Red Alliance. But here comes Red, scoring 2 cones simultaneously. It is incredibly close in this match. Any calamity for either of these alliances could cost them match. Spectrum and Poofs for the Blue Alliance. Scoring, they got now bigger lead over the Red Alliance, but here comes Bread looking to change, dropping a cone down low. .604 Quicksilver, one of the most complicated but beautiful robots I've seen this year. Placing a cone up by completing that top row for the Red Alliance. That's going to get them closer, not ahead of the Blue Alliance. Little over 30 seconds left. Spectrum, familiar looking robot. They're grabbing a cone, headed back towards their community to go score. It might be the last game piece they place. These teams need to start thinking about these charge stations. Little over 15 seconds left to go in the match. 971 placing that last piece for the Red Alliance, completing their grid. Blue Alliance also completed their grid as both alliances are on the charge station, rocking and rolling. As we'll have your official results in just a moment. And the results are in for that match. It's going to be your Blue Alliance taking it 216 to 201. Two incredibly large scores, but it's the Blue Alliance coming out on top. RSN, take us through that match.
I mean, first of all, when you score 201 points and don't win a match, that's pretty disappointing. But also, when you score 216 points and it's not even the event high score, this is what Chezy Champs brings us every single year. Steve, what did you see in that match?
The Blue Alliance had great flow, especially going into their own community. 254 with that really low center of gravity, comfortable going over the charge station, taking third path, as it were. And Crusaders showing why they're in the top 8, very compatible with their alliance partners, going to the single substation and to the end of the loading zone to pick up their game pieces. So not getting in each other's way. And the Red Alliance also had great flow, but those little things make the difference.
Yeah, just more tough matches to come today, especially when we get into our playoff bracket. We are going to see more matches just as competitive as that one. Let's take a look at our top 10 right now. Or not. We're going to go down. We're going to look at the top 10. 1678 regaining that number 1 spot with 254 now climbing up into the number 2 position. And team 3847 was also in that match, moving up to number 4.
Top 10's kind of shaking out. One match left for most of these teams, and some of them will have huge impacts, and still don't know exactly where everybody's going to end up, but teams are starting to kind of figure out what those top pairings are going to look like and get ready for the alliance selection this afternoon.
So looking forward to our next match, we're on qualification 62. On the Red Alliance, we have Team 8033 Highlander Robotics, Enigma Robotics, and Bare Metal, one of our PNW powerhouses. Who do we have on Blue Alliance, Steve?
We've seen Patriots do a lot of work this weekend. They've gotten their arm back working, so now they're collecting from the end of the loading zone. And 4255 Robodores with that smooth arm, they've been scoring cones especially well on the top row. So they're going to try to play spoiler to two of our district teams from the Pacific Northwest and from Michigan on Red Alliance.
Well, I can't wait to see how this match shakes out. Let's send it back down to the field and start match number 62.
We got another awesome match on tap here. Let's get these teams introduced. We're starting out with 8033.
From Piedmont, California, it's Highlander Robotics.
In the middle, 2075.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan, it's Enigma Robotics. Maybe. The world may never know.
And rounding out this alliance, 2046.
From Maple Valley, Washington, it's Bare Metal.
All right, coming out of the blue side of the field, we're going to start off with Team 2659.
From Mission Hills, California, it's the Robo Warriors.
And in the middle slot, we've got 4255.
From Monterey, California, it's the Robodores.
And rounding out this blue alliance, it's 4738.
From San Diego, California, it's the Patriots.
We've got a thumbs up. I was checking my fantasy football scores. So let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Qualification match 62 is a go. Both of these alliances looking to increase their rankings, get as many RP out of this match as they can. Red Alliance attempting to claim all the game pieces. They placed it midfield, missed one. Blue Alliance missing two. It's the Red Alliance with a slim lead as the drivers take their controls. So real-time scores update is now tied, but that is going to change very, very quickly. Bare Metal scoring up high for the Red Alliance. 2659 scoring on the middle for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance up at the moment but all 6 robots on the field are cycling like maniacs. 80-33, 26-59, getting together a little bit of a hip check, but they both break away and they continue to score for their respective alliances. 47-38, the Patriots from San Diego in their loading zone. They fumble with one of their cones. Having a little bit of a rough time over there, but now they're trying to run around. Looks like they might have pivoted to a defensive role, trying to stop Bare Metal, your PNW district champions, from scoring for red. Actually, it appears 2046 is the one playing defense for red, trying to slow down all 3 Blue Alliance robots. Partly due to that defense, partly due to sheer firepower of 80-33 and 20-65. The Red Alliance is up, a little under a minute to go. But Blue looking to change that. Robodors scoring. They're soon going to be joined by the Robo Warriors and Patrobots. Blue Alliance completing their entire top row. Might not be quite enough. This Red Alliance is continuing to devastate the Blue Alliance. 24-6 still hanging out midfield, playing some of the better defense we've seen this weekend. Smashing into all 3 Blue Alliance robots every single time they cross their path. 15 seconds left. It's the Red Alliance that is up. It might be these charge stations that make the difference in this match. That might be the only way Blue can win. Red has Bare Metal doing their signature move, climbing up the side of that charge station. Red Alliance getting a little bit icy over there. Robodors fall off last second. We will have the official results in just a moment.
Scores are going up from that last match, and with a score of 179 to 135, it's the Red Alliance. No movement into or out of the top 8 on that one. With only a few matches left, we are going to see how that shakes out pretty soon. RSN, tell us a little bit about how that top 8's going to shake out.
Rough match for Blue, coming out with 0 RPs, which is always disappointing, but the Red Alliance doing enough so that they come out with all 4 RPs. Steve, what did you see in that match?
Bare Metal's committing to that Caterpillar side climb, and it's been working for them at this competition. Getting that is really important. Unfortunately, 42-55, slipping off the end of the charge station there, so making it so that it's not considered level because they're still in contact. Missing out on that activation bonus for Blue.
All right, let's look ahead to match number 63, which we have coming up onto the field. On the Red Alliance, we have the Space Cookies, the Robo Jackets, and MVRT. This is a powerful alliance, like we've seen here all day. Chezy Champs with the ability to fill the grid if everybody is working properly, but they are going to have their hands full with this Blue Alliance. Steve, who is on the blue?
We've got our Colorado team, the Highlanders, with the Robo Wranglers, who've just dropped to 17 in ranks. So they're looking to show themselves as a great partner for a team picking above them. And 5199, the Robot Dolphins from outer space with that low and also high pivot arm. All 3 of these teams able to score on all 3 levels quite quickly. It's going to be an uphill battle for the Red Alliance here.
Yes, and the Highlanders in 148. Both coming to this competition from out of state, and they were actually paired together at the World Championship last year, come in finalists in their division, so we do know how powerful those 2 teams can be when they're together. Let's see how this match plays out. Let's go down to the field.
All right, match number 63. Let's get these teams introduced to y'all. We're going to start out with team 1868.
From Mountain View, California, it's the Space Cookies.
In the middle of this station, currently ranked number 11, it's 3538.
From Rochester, Michigan, it's the Robo Jackets.
I think Robo Jackets just played with 148. Now they're playing against them. Funny how that works. And running out this alliance is 115.
From Cupertino, California, it's MVRT.
All right. Coming down here to the blue side of the field, we're going to start off with team 4499.
From Fort Collins, Colorado, it's the Highlanders.
And in the middle, team 148.
From Greenville, Texas, it's the Robo Wranglers.
And rounding out this alliance, still putting the finishing touches on their robot on the field, is 5199.
From Mission Viejo, California, it's the Robot Dolphins from outer space.
All right. Looks like all the robots are connected. We're getting the last folks off of the fields here. We've got some locked gates. Looks like all the drivers are where they need to be. So let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go, qualification match number 63. The last qualification match for most, if not all, of these teams. Trying to do one last match to prove that they are worthy of being on an alliance or an alliance captain. It's going to be the Blue Alliance taking the lead after Autonomous. Robot Dolphins in very short order, grabbing a cube off the ground, storing it on the hybrid row for the Blue Alliance. Robo Wranglers placing a cube up high. Highlanders attempt to do the same. They drop it. It lands on one of those hybrid nodes. VRT trying to score up high for red. They are not successful with their partners, Space Cookies and Robo Jackets are. Robo Jackets completing the first link for the Red Alliance. That's going to close the gap to blue. But the Blue Alliance continuing to score relentlessly. Highlanders and the Robo Wranglers, very similar intakes on those robots. They are going to go over to their side of the field and score those on middle and low. Space Cookies getting ready, repositioning the robot. They are scoring on the middle row. Oh no! Robo Jackets falling over. Maybe they can pull a beach butts and stuff right. I can't tell from this orientation. Their swerve wheels spinning around. That's going to severely hurt the Red Alliance's chances of winning this match. But that does not mean they're going to give up the fight. Space Cookies, MVRT in their loading zone trying to grab game pieces. While they're fumbling with those, the Red Alliance is continuing their assault on the Blue Alliance grid. Just a couple more game pieces. They will have filled up that grid. They've already supercharged some nodes down low. Once those get counted, there will be a massive jump in the scores for the Blue Alliance. Space Cookies and MVRT still in their load zone. Space Cookies already back. They're going to be placing a cone on one of their middle rows. Got to close the gap to the Blue Alliance with 8 seconds left. MVRT, Space Cookies with 4 seconds left, trying to get on that charge station. All three Blue Alliance robots trying to get level. Blue Alliance level. Looks like Red didn't quite get it, but we'll have your official results in just a moment.
We have the results of that last match going up, and with a score of 210 to 106, it's the Blue Alliance. RSN.
Well, as wonderful as it was to watch the Blue Alliance in that match, looking kind of just picture perfect with Alliance flow, it was equally as frustrating, I think, to watch the Red Alliance in that match seem to have really struggled to find that flow, and reflected in their score 106. RoboJackets going over on their side pretty early. Steve, what did you see?
Well, they also had issues with two robots trying to use the short path, the one in between the barrier and the charge station. So getting in each other's way there a bit early in the match, and that really slowed them down. The Blue Alliance was able to mostly ignore what the Red Alliance was doing because they were trying to work out their own flow, and they put up a 210. A great match. Tons of extra game pieces in that grid.
As we said earlier, 210 is a great score, but when you're at Chezy Champs, it's not even the second or third high score here at this event, but still a very good showing for the Blue Alliance for those three robots in their last match. Looking ahead, we are almost done with our qualification rounds, moving on to 64 of 69. On the Red Alliance, we have our previous #1 seed, but now they have dropped in the rankings to #3. That's Team 696, the Circuit Breakers. On their alliance, our team from New York, my home state of New York, 694, Pulse, and they are paired with Eagle Strike 114. What are they facing on the Blue Alliance, Steve?
They're facing up against 5460, and with their Strike Zone robot, the extra mode is on there, making them go very fast. But also the 4 seed right now, Spectrum from Texas, with that RoboJackets inspired robot. So whatever comes out of this match, it is going to shake up those rankings. We've got the 3 versus the 4 here, qualification match 64.
And we know that in robotics, this is a community, not only a competition, and Spectrum doing so much for the FRC community. They always have a blog throughout their entire season detailing their design and their process. Lots of teams helped from all of Spectrum's resources, and they are a favorite among the FIRST community and definitely a favorite in their home district of Texas. So let's see what happens on the field in match 64 and take it down to the field.
All right, everybody, we have a special guest MC for you now. You may know him from the Twitch and YouTube channel First Updates Now. If you're not a subscriber, go subscribe and make amazing content. Please welcome to the field, Mr. Tyler Olds.
Hey, I did it, everybody! 6 more great teams coming to you here at Chezy Champs. Let's meet them. Tom, tell me about 114.
That's Eagle Strike.
Joining them, wow, this robot's been absolutely amazing. It's 696.
From Glendale, it's the Circuit Breakers.
And definitely one of the most unique robots here. Did an interview with them earlier. I love this machine. 694.
From New York City, it's Pulse.
Let's go to hyperspace, baby. 36.7.
That's the Millennium Falcons.
Joining them here, world finalist 5460.
From Lapeer, don't get stuck in the strike zone.
Gotta love this design of the robot. Great inspiration coming in from 38.7.
From Houston, it's Spectrum.
We got a green light. Let's check in. Drivers behind the line. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Autonomous mode begins. And we've already got 5 robots in the middle of the field looking to pick up extra game pieces. 114 successfully scoring 2 game pieces. With it on the third, Spectrum able to do 3 of their own. Great job by Spectrum. Unfortunately, Pulse not able to get a balance there at the end. We'll see how this shakes out for them in this match number 64. Right now, we have transitioned to the teleoperated portion of the match. That means the drivers behind the walls are moving their robots via joysticks, Xbox controllers, anything really that works and lets them drive their robot around the field. Right now, it looks like the Blue Lions has a little bit of an advantage, 66-52 on the big board. It looks like Spectrum was not moving for a second there, but they seem to be back and moving. Maybe just a strategic decision to wait it out. We've got 3 red robots, 696 the Circuit Breakers and 694 scoring simultaneously in the red side of the field. They have brought that gap back down to 2. They've made about 10 points in this match. They are whipping across the field, scoring pretty much at will. We've got a few concurrent scores here in the red side of the field. Circuit Breakers and 114, and their partners, 694, trying to cap off that top one, and they do. Meanwhile, on the blue side of the field, they've amassed a 12-point advantage with less than 1 minute remaining in this match. Let's see if they can hold on to that or if Red Alliance can battle back. It looks like Millennium Falcons and Spectrum are fighting each other in their own loading zone. They may need to get out of each other's way. It's slowing them down a little bit, but it looks like they've got that sorted right now. All right, there's 30 seconds left in the match. That's what that noise means. So let's see what these teams can do to finish off these grids and get up on those charge stations. Right now, it's neck and neck, 136 to 134. Red Alliance has taken the lead back. So this is going to probably come down to the climbs. There's 10 seconds left in this match, and I don't see any blue robots touching that ramp yet. We'll see if they can get it done. With 5 seconds left, we got 3 red robots up. We've got 3 blue robots up. Right now, Red Alliance had a real-time scoring advantage. It looks like they were able to fill the grid and had a few supercharge. I see 1 missing node for blue. That might be bad news for them. We'll be right back with the final sort of that match. All right, we've got scores going up on the big board. This was a tight match, and taking it is going to be the Red Alliance, 186 to 181. That moves 696 back up into the number 2 spot for now. Unfortunately, the Blue Alliance missed 1 node. They had a few supercharged, but they were not able to finish the grid, and that was the difference in that match. RSN, why don't you tell us a little more about what happened?
Man, devastating loss for Blue, who really seemed like they had control of that match from the start. But if you are missing just 1 node, none of those supercharged nodes count. We saw the same thing happen earlier to the Robo Jackets and the Robo Wranglers, just missing that 1 node, and unfortunately that being the difference in this match. But Red really hanging in there for the entire match, filling their grid, getting the triple balance early, kind of forcing Blue to kind of have to scramble at the end. So really great outcome for that Red Alliance.
Circuit Breakers showing why they moved back up into the number 2 seed, that the ability to go over the charge station with no fear helped their alliance have great flow. Blue had great flow as well. 36-47, the Millennium Falcons got to steal a couple of cubes that rolled out of their opponent's loading zone, making those short cycles. But it's just really hard to see all of the hybrid nodes. I think they just missed it because they had 4 or 5 supercharged nodes ready to go, but it's the wrong angle. It's very hard to see the scores in this game.
Yes, it is. So heading into match number 65 out of 69 today, we have got a powerful Red Alliance in the Holy Cows, the Crusaders, in the Nerd Herds. They are going to be facing a Blue Alliance that's made up of the Janksters, the Blazing Bulldogs, and Spartan Robotics. I feel like a broken record when I'm saying this, but all 6 of these teams just absolute powerhouses at this event. This is going to be a highly contested match, so let's take it down to the field to see how it shakes out.
Thanks, Adrian and team. Great job with RSN here today. We are winding down our final qualification matches. This is Chezy Champs. You better have your list ready, by the way. Let's meet our team starting out. You gotta love them. 1538 from San Diego. It's the Holy Cows. Big powerhouse coming in from Hawaii here. 4270 from Honolulu, Oahu, Hawaii. It's the Crusaders. And rounding up is the Blue Band action. 687 from Carson. It's the Nerd Herd. You heard? Let's see what the sign's going to be here now. 1967! From right here in San Jose, they are affectionately known as the Janksters. Wow. That is... I mean, I love it, but, you know.
It's almost as good as your dad jokes.
Yeah. I got a few more of those, don't worry.
Let's continue on. In your number 2 spot here, it's 581.
Also from San Jose, it's the Blazing Bulldogs.
And how many degrees of freedom can he put on a robot? It's 971.
The answer is maybe too many? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's possible. It's Spartan Robotics.
There's never enough.
It's never enough. You could always add one more off.
We got a green light. Let's check from the field. Drivers behind the line. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Here we go. Autonomous mode, match number 65, Blazing Bulldogs and 971 trying to fill the grid in auto. They whiff on their last one, but otherwise it looks pretty good. Red Alliance has a bunch of points up as well. Great job in autonomous by all of these teams. Looks like Red Alliance has a bit of an advantage on the big board as we move into the teleoperated portion of this match. Looks like the teams are just kind of trying to feel each other out right now, doing their thing, trying to pick up cubes and cones and get them on the grid. Doing their own thing, their own offensive posture. Not a lot of bumping and grinding here in the middle of the field yet. But I suspect as this match goes on and those scores stay tight, we're going to see a little more defense in the middle of the field. But right now, teams are just trying to go out and execute their strategy of picking up and scoring as many game pieces as possible. 1538 whipping across the field. They're about to put a cone up top. Can they link it up? They sure can. Great job. 1538. That's the Holy Cows. Meanwhile, on the blue side of the field, we're about to see a double score. 581 Blazing Bulldogs and 971 Spartan. 581 has been an absolutely phenomenal story this year out of Northern California. They have built a fantastic robot. That's a team you're going to be hearing a lot about in the upcoming years. Great job by 581. Meanwhile, 687, the Nerd Herd, they're just doing their thing. They're picking up those cubes. They're bringing them over. They're putting them where they need to be in the lower score there, the lower part of the grid. They've got yet another one in there. Great little low cube robot, 687, the Nerd Herd. But not to be outdone on the blue side of the field, 1967 doing their low cube thing. So we got 2 low cube robots going back and forth trying to help their alliances. And it looks like it's really working. Both teams have really great scores with 30 seconds left in the match. Right now it looks like Red has the advantage. Oh, how 1538 needs that after the couple of days they've had at Chezy Champs. But they're fighting their way back here. We've got 15 seconds left in this match, and you can turn your attention to teams starting to climb those charge stations. Look like we're going to have a simultaneous balance there. Both red and blue getting 3 robots linked up, and we're just going to kneel out the clock here, and that match is over. Right now, Red Alliance looks like they have the advantage on the big board, but as you know, there could always be penalties or miscounts. So we'll come back with you with that official score. All right, scores for that last match going up on the big board. And taking that match is going to be the Red Alliance, 188 to 169. That keeps 4270 firmly planted in that number 4 spot. No other movement in the top 10. RSN, what happened there?
Thanks, Tom. Well, first, I want to welcome to the desk Clinton Bollinger here with me, a great friend and an awesome member of RSN. Red Alliance coming away with a victory in that match and actually coming back from behind after autonomous mode. But there were some cool things going on in the Blue Alliance. Clint, what did you see?
Maybe it's the first time I actually noticed it, but 1967 Janksters, they would go over the charge station, spout the cube, and then they would do this like little punch on it and actually cause it to go to the mid shelf and actually sort it. It was really cool to see.
Yeah, it was really cool. We've been seeing them do that all weekend, and it just seems to work out so well. Unfortunately, with the Blue Alliance, something that we've been seeing often here this morning is they did have a few supercharged nodes, but without a full grid. And unfortunately, those game pieces do not count for any extra points unless you have that full grid. So game piece placement really becoming a big deal here in the last remaining matches here at Chezy Champs. Speaking of the last matches, we're on qualification match 66 right now out of 69, so we are really getting to that last part of this tournament. On the Red Alliance, we have the Robo Warriors, the Peninsula Robotics, and High Tide, all of which have been seated fairly high at this tournament. Clint, who's over there on the Blue Alliance?
On the Blue Alliance, we have Team Bread, Upper Creek Robotics, and TKO. And a really good match.
Yes, Bread and Upper Creek having really successful seasons and a really successful tournament here at Chezy Champs. Let's see who can come away with a win in match 66. Let's take it back down to the field.
Alrighty, folks, getting towards the end of our qualification matches here. Let's meet the teams in qualification 66. First up, 2659.
Stamper, they're from Mission Hills. That's the Robo Warriors.
Tyler, tell me about 6036.
Peninsula Robotics from Palo Alto.
And these guys at the World Championships did something I can't quite remember. It's 4414.
From Ventura, that's High Tide.
First up for blue, it's 5940.
Coming in from Redwood City, that's Bread.
In the middle, it's 1619.
Up the Creek Robotics from Longmont, Colorado.
And finally, 1351.
TKO from San Jose. Hey, if you're watching the stream Twitch chat right now, I want you to spam right now which alliance you'll be rooting for. Get it in chat. Let's get that chat active and going. Let us know which alliance you're rooting for, what team you're rooting for.
Tyler, which alliance are you rooting for?
Yes.
I just hope both alliances have fun.
Chat right now pretty even, going back and forth. Red, blue, blue. Where's High Tide? Everybody's asking. Where is High Tide?
I don't know. Maybe the tide's out tonight. I don't know.
It's a bold move, Con. We'll see if it pays off. I appreciate in chat ATB15's comment. The tide always comes back in.
And just like Twitch chat said, the tide is coming in. We got a green light. Thumbs up. That means drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go!
We're around the qualification match number 66. 2 extra pieces looking for red. 2 more for blue coming in. Trying to get 3. Peninsula's got 3. High Tide's going for the 3rd as well. Able to make that deposit. 16-19 able to do so also. Looking for a slight lead for red with that extra game piece to Autonomous. Peninsula Robotics looking for the first strike here and tally up, able to do so. A little deflated cube there. Robo Warriors making a job for that as well. Here comes Bread for the Blue Alliance. Both alliances looking for their first link in this match. Peninsula with another drop. High Tide coming in. As well as their alliance partners over on red, able to do so. A little bit of a collision there. Unfortunately, outside of the field is 1351 DKO. He might be disabled for this match. We'll see how that lines up. And another big hit there, 16-19. Wobbling around a little bit as well, too. So Blue Alliance going to have a tall order to fill here. Just 2 robots operational in this match. Robo Warriors looking for a middle node there on the far side of the field, able to do so. 3 links now for Red. Here comes the 4th link by Peninsula Robotics. High Tide. Deposits in that middle node as well. Red 59-40 over on your Blue Alliance. Cone placed, but it falls off down the low node there. So with a minute left, pretty commanding lead here by your Red Alliance, about 50 points. Looks like we're going to see a full grid plus many more for the Red Alliance. And Peninsula looks to supercharge. They got one piece left for Red. There's a deposit by Robo Warriors. Full grid already with over 30 seconds remaining. How many supercharge nodes we're going to get? Right now there's 3 for Red, 4 for Red. 59-40 dropping for Blue with 5 links, 9 links for the Red Alliance. This has some makings of a high scoring match. Final 10 seconds trying to get in. Another supercharge there. Trying to get 3 on it. They have it. Can Blue get 2 with 2 seconds? 1, they have it as well. As time expires in this match. Could be a very high score for your Red Alliance. And our final score is coming up on the board. Let's see where it's at. 213 unpenalized points for your Red Alliance. Congratulations, 4 RPs going to Red. 2 RPs still for Blue. Valiant attempt by Blue as well. Let's send it to RSN to break down this match.
Peninsula Robotics getting up into that 4th seed with 8 supercharged nodes in that match. I think the highest we've seen here at Chezy Champs is 9. So they are right there, 213 points. Great match from the Red Alliance. Did you notice anything on Blue, Clint?
They were doing a great job around it. It's really hard to go against that. They were a couple short of having the full grid. But like I said, here at Chezy Champs, you don't expect anything better than everyone filling the grids and putting some supercharged node up there.
Yeah, Red uncharacteristically having a rough tournament this weekend, seeded all the way down to the 30s. I have a feeling they are going to be a force to be reckoned with during this playoff period, even though they aren't going to be picking their own alliance. They just had a really great season overall, and everybody turns it up a little bit for the playoffs at Chezy Champs. We are almost done with our qualification matches, though. We have match number 67-69 coming up on the Red Alliance. We have Citrus Circuits, who are our number 1 current seed right now. They're paired with Code Orange in 1768. Who do we have on the Blue Alliance, Clint?
Blue Alliance, we got the Funky Monkeys, we have Berkelium, and Highlander Robotics. So should be a really good match.
Yes, absolutely. Those low goal and Q specialists we've seen have a lot of success here at this tournament. So let's see how this match plays out and take down to the field.
All right, let's meet the teams for qualification match number 67. First up, for Red, they're still looking for a name. They are open to suggestions. It's 1768.
From Bolton, Massachusetts, Nashoba Robotics.
In the middle for red, it's 34-76.
Currently ranked 9th out of Irvine is Code Orange.
Last up for red, it is 16-78.
Your number 1 ranked team right now from Davis, it's Citrus Circuit.
And first up for blue, we've got 8-46.
They're coming in from San Jose, currently ranked 10th. This is the Funky Monkeys.
In the middle, 54-19.
They're in 7th right now. That's Berkelium from Berkeley.
And the last up, 80-33.
Highlander Robotics from Piedmont.
Let's get this started. Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go.
3 more matches to play here at Chezy Champs. Big implications in this match with many teams, 4 of them in the top 10. Citrus and Code Orange both going for 3 in auto here. Code Orange misses. Citrus able to deposit, nicely done. 80-33 meanwhile. Able to get them in too. Great job by them. That's Highlander Robotics. Funky Monkeys trying to get their first cone, scoring the high note. They're on the Blue Alliance, able to do so. Here comes Code Orange. Another deposit on the high note. 1768 in the show, doing the same as well. Right now, Red Alliance about a 20-point lead early on in this match. Neshoba and Code Orange both with a deposit. There comes Citrus as well. Right now, they're the number 1 seed. If they win this match, they should secure it. The Blue Alliance, big implications as well. For Kelly, I'm looking for a shot through that great cube shooter. Man, that thing is quick. Here comes another one. Can they get into the node? They do so successfully. Great job by 54-19. Funky Monkeys as well for blue. Looking for that high node. Just trying to get it lined up just right. There they go. 1 minute left here. 40-point lead. The Red Alliance really starting to pull ahead now. A lot of power for your Red Alliance. Their Citrus is quickly coming back, getting 2 cycles before even one of their alliance partners gets 1. Absolutely incredible. Code Orange, far side, middle node there, able to get another one to positive. Wes Wilson, the Showbuck can put another link. 7 links for red, 2 for blue so far. Code Orange. There's another drop. That's a whole grid right there. Looking for bonus now. Citrus completes it. And Neshoba with another one as well. Your final 20 seconds. Couple of fouls being called here. We'll see how the referees line up the play. Blue Alliance trying to get the triple going. Red Alliance, 2 robots up. They're satisfied with that. As Citrus puts down the forks with 2 seconds. 1, and they're up as well. A great double triple by both alliances here. We'll get those scores come up here in just a moment. All right, while we're waiting for the scores this last match, I have a quick announcement. We are sold out of Chezy Champs official t-shirts, unfortunately, but I have a special offer for you. We actually did a run of Chezy Champs t-shirts that were slightly misprinted, so there is a special edition Chezy Champs t-shirt available for half price. So if you're interested in having that amazing piece of swag, go check it out at the swag shop.
And don't sell on eBay afterwards. Let's get our scores coming up here on screen. It is your Red Alliance taking at 199 with 4 RPs. Blue Alliance, 1 ranking point, unfortunately dropping Blue Alliance pretty hard down in the rankings. Let's send on RSN to break down this last match.
Well, that secures that number 1 seed for the Citrus Circuit, and that was in question for part of this tournament, so I bet they are very relieved. Moving Code Orange up into the rankings as well. They are now in 7th seed, so they could potentially be picking their own alliance as well. We're almost done with qualification matches. We only have 2 left, and this next one is going to be exciting. Clint, can you tell us what's on the Blue Alliance?
We got the doppelganger match here going on. We got the Hawaiian Kid and Jack in the Bot, both of them having similar robots. This summer, the Hawaiian Kids built a 2019 robot. So this will be very interesting. It'll be interesting to see if human players can keep track of which robot is coming and what piece they need to give to them. But then they also have their partner Enigma out of Michigan as well.
I have definitely confused 359 and 2910 at the tournament at least twice.
Yeah.
But on the Blue Alliance, or on the Red Alliance, they are not going to just, roll over and let Blue Alliance take this one. We have our host team, 254, the Cheesy Poofs, Cedar Park Robotics, who have been having an absolutely amazing tournament so far, and the Buchanan Bird Brain 1671. So this should be a highly contested match. I can't wait to see what happens. We only have 2 matches left before we get to our alliance selection. Let's head down to the field for match 68.
All right, folks. Welcome to Seeing Double Part 2, brought to you by the Cheesy Arena match scheduling algorithm. First up on red, it's 36-63. Coming in from Ottawa, Washington, it's CPR. In the middle, 1671. They're coming in from Columbus, Buchanan, Bird Brains. And last up for red, it's 254. From the ranked number 3 from San Jose, it's the Cheesy Poofs. Over here on blue, first up, it's Enigma Robotics. They're coming from Grand Rapids. That's 2075. Still in game announcer. I gotcha. In the middle, it's 359. Oh, something looks familiar about this. From Waialoa, it's the Hawaiian Kids. And once before their opponents, and now their partners, it's their twin, 2910. From Mill Creek, Washington, Jack in the Bot. Currently ranked number 6, by the way. We've got a green light. Thumbs up. That means drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go. Couple more teams in the top 8 here in qualification match number 68. We're 1 on down. Tate Cheese Poofs already getting their second game piece there. Looking for a third. Meanwhile, your Blue Alliance clearing off all pieces in auto very nicely done. Looks like they might have that one low note on the near side of the field. Might not quite be in. 52-51 right now in favor of blue. This is a high-intensity match here as 254 makes her next deposit. 359 doing the same as well. Look at how fast this is going here. Hawaiian Kids trying to get into that substation, not able to pick up a cone there, and there they go.
This is all offense here, right here at Chezy Champs 2023 at its finest. Enigma Robotics making a drop of that cube, rolls back out of the node. Have to push that one back in order to have it count. Very close here in this match. Big collision, 254, 29-10, right there in the middle of the field. Chezy Poos another delivery. CBR goes to drop, falls to the lower one, still counts for them. Buchanan Bird Braids here for Red Alliance. It's one on the far side, middle node for them too. Blue with a slight lead. 5 links for Blue, 4 for Red with 1 minute remaining in this match. 359, 1671, tossing up in the middle there. No tip over, thankfully. CR does the same thing. 359 just so low that robots are driving right over them. But maintaining a 10-point lead. Enigma Robotics, another posit down below. Almost a full grid for Blue. Red Alliance needs a few more on the bottom. Jack in the bot. Pre-supercharging to pick it back up and rescore, though, in the right spot. Enigma looking at that supercharger. Still have one more. Looks like they might need. Meanwhile, new Red Alliance there needs some on the bottom. Blue Alliance still with about that 10-point lead. Now it's tied up as our links are tied up as well. 15 seconds left in this match. This is all going to come in the last moment. How late will they start the balance? Trying to get docked engaged. Here comes your Red. Red Alliance going to first. Here comes Blue. Blue's got theirs. Red's got theirs. So expires. Blue Alliance preliminary score showing a 10-point lead. We'll see how it's scored up. I can't wait to get you these results in just a moment. Scores coming up on board here. Let's take a look. Big implications here. It's the Blue Alliance. 207 to 197. Good news though. 254 maintains the third rank. 29-10 stays in 6th as well. So very interesting with that. Listen to RSN to break down this fantastic match.
You know, I think here at RSM we do a pretty good job of keeping our cool during these matches, but if you could have heard the screaming in this booth for the cone for the Blue Alliance in the last 20 seconds of that match, you would have thought we were all going crazy. But the Blue Alliance missing a cone on the mid-level until the last 5 seconds of that match, and that was the difference. And we have seen so many alliances lose a match having supercharged nodes, but missing one piece for the full grid. Jacobot and the Hawaiian Kids pulling it out against the Chezy Poofs. That keeps the Chezy Poofs in the number 3 seed, which could have huge implications in the alliance selection.
Yeah, it was awesome to see that. Back here, it's easy from the stands and when you're watching the videos to see what's missing. Great part on the drive teams back there noticing that last one. I think it was at 8 seconds. They went up, actually placed it, scooted over, went up onto the charge station, got that balance, totally flipped the score. I think they had about 4 supercharged notes on that one.
Yeah.
I don't recall, but it was an exciting match, and it definitely affected this tournament to see what happens.
Well, we still have one more match left. Qualification 69 before our alliance selection start. We have 604. Quicksilver, 44.99 the Highlanders, and the Robo Warriors on our Red Alliance. Who we have on blue?
Going up against Mubotics, Spectrum, and the Blazing Bulldogs.
This should be a pretty even match here. All these teams having pretty good success at this tournament so far. I'm excited to see how this match can finalize our rankings before going into alliance selection. Let's take it back down to the field for our last qualification match of this Chezy Champs.
All right, folks, before we meet the teams in this last qualification match, we need a representative from every team for alliance selection to meet underneath that big VO board. Teams, we need you to send representatives over there for alliance selection. We will be starting alliance selection promptly at 11:45, so we need all of you guys over there by about 11:30, 11:40. So please send some of our representatives over there so that you guys can participate in alliance selection. With that said, let's meet the teams for this last qualification match. First up for red, it's 604.
From San Jose, it's Quicksilver.
In the middle, all the way from Colorado, it's 4499.
The Highlanders from Fort Collins.
Last up for red, it's 2659.
From Mission Hills, give it up for Robo Warriors.
First up for blue, it's 7157.
From Brea, it's Mubotix.
In the middle, 3847.
Well, howdy there from Houston, Texas here, y'all. It's Spectrum.
And last up, 581.
Blazing Bulldogs from San Jose.
We got a thumbs up. That means drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go!
It's our last qualification match here at Chezy Champs 2023. Here come your team's second game piece here for the Highlanders. Mubotix getting 3 for them. Trying to get up and in. Almost clear, not quite able to get that balance by 581, unfortunately. Spectrum on almost tipping over there. Able to reconfigure the robot, get it in great shape here for the rest of the match. Mubotix. Top node for them, going up and in. Highlanders, well, gotta love the googly eyes there as they make a deposit on the top. Robo Warriors, mid node for them. Quicksilver as well, making a drop for the Red Alliance as they take a 73 to 51-point lead. Look at this strategy as these robots go. You always have only 1 or 2 robots loading at the time, the other one scoring. Watch as they go back and forth, courting like great dance. Maybe even a line dance here on the Blue Alliance. Spectrum, meanwhile, picking up their cone as they go back over the far side of the field. Over on the Blue Alliance there. Middle node for them. 3 links for blue, 3 links for red. As Red Alliance maintains about a 15-point lead. 1:15 left in this match. Mubotix and Spectrum both scoring for blue. Red Alliance Quicksilver pushes in another cone. Getting pretty close to full grid there for the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance, top 2 rows are good. They need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces on the bottom. Mubotix accomplishing part of that as well. Spectrum caps off the middle nodes for the Blue Alliance. 40 seconds left in this match. Starting to make a comeback here. Blue Alliance only down by 3, but Red Alliance able to get 2 more links very quickly. So that's why their scores jump up. The bonus links there. Now full grid for your Red Alliance. Trying to get a couple supercharged. Blue Alliance needs 1 more, and 581 able to accomplish that there for Blue Alliance. Both alliances looking to get docked and engaged with the final 10 seconds left. Blue Alliance does so. Red Alliance does so as well with 3, 2, 1. Preliminary results show a 13-point lead for Red. We'll get you those results coming up in just a moment. And then we're going to have our alliance selection process. Have your lists ready. Here are the results for your last qualification match. Let's see them up on the board. Scoreboard noise, 182 to 195. Your Red Alliance takes it with 4 ranking points. Spectrum drops out of the top 8 into the 9th position. Your Alliance selection come up a little bit, but first, let's break down this match with our friends from RSN.
Blue Alliance losing in a very close match, and the only implications that we had in our top 8 was the Spectrum team dropping from 8 to 9. Now, they still have the potential to captain their own alliance and move up into that top 8, because if anybody 1 through 8 picks somebody else that is 1 through 8 and they accept, then that moves everyone up. So Spectrum's still in a pretty decent position, maybe an alliance captain.
Probably very likely, I would assume that you're going to see some of these top teams in the top 10 here, even top 8 pick each other. It's going to adjust it. It's going to even maybe move the 11th and 12th position people up into a picking position. So hopefully they have their scouting ready to go and ready to pick.
Yeah, what's interesting about this top 10 is there are different robot archetypes in this top 10. We have some robots that can score on both game pieces on all levels. Some robots that are really specialists in cubes. We have some robots that are really specialists in those lower grid positions rather than the higher ones. And so you could see people accepting when they're picked in top 8, but you could also see some declines at this tournament. Now, when a team declines, they can still captain their own alliance if they are in the top 8 or they move up into the top 8, but they cannot be selected by any other team in the alliance selection.
Yeah, and in the community, that's very accepted. A lot of people might ooh and ah at that, but like they've earned the right to form their own alliance and be their own captain, right? So there's nothing bad about that. It's sometimes strategic, right? The team's been playing all weekend long, playing 10 matches, scouting, watching everyone to see what happens so that they put themselves in the best position to win this tournament, right? It's about winning the tournament. It's not about making necessarily friends. I don't mean to say it like that, but it's about what's in the best interest of you. And really, out of any of the games we've had in the last few years in First, this game lies on alliance. Alliances win these matches. It's not a solo one where you pick the highest scoring team and you just go out there and win. You have to work as an alliance and be aware. You have to be aware of, is the grid full? Can we start doing supercharge nodes? Stuff like that.
And you know, we're Chezy Champs. There are a lot of good teams here. And so it doesn't come down to just what numbers teams are putting up. Sometimes it's about that alliance flow or who you work better with or wwho goes to different loading stations than you do.
Load stations definitely very important. If you have, let's say 3 alliance members that all go to the double load station, they're going to get each other's way, right? The most ideal probably situation is where you have one person who likes to go single load station and then the other 2 go to load stations, double load station.
Well, the only way we're going to find out how this tournament and alliances are going to be formed is to wait for that alliance selection. Now, we're going to wrap up our coverage in just a second, but we will be back after lunch to give you all of the flow and analysis and replays of these qualification matches while Tom does his thing on the field. And so we're going to back, but we're going to let alliance selection happen in the next few minutes, and then you can tune back in right after lunch at 1 p.m. Pacific time to see us start breaking down these alliances and what we think are going to happen in the playoffs.
Yeah. Make sure you have your popcorn because it's going to be good.
All right, we're going to head down to the field. We should be starting alliance selection soon. We look forward to seeing you later this afternoon.
All right, teams, just another reminder. We need every single team to send a representative underneath that big video board where RSN just was. We will be starting alliance selection at 11:45. So, teams, you need to send a representative over there by at the very latest 11:40. Folks, we are missing about 17 teams that we're going to need for Alliance election. You guys need to send your representatives up here by 11:40. That is in 7 minutes, so please send those representatives up.
Please welcome to the field your Master of Ceremonies, Tom Bottiglieri.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Alliance Selections. It's been a long day and a half. We've played so many qualification matches. There was some absolutely insane action out there. Did you guys have a great time through the quals? There's some cool matches, right? Yeah? Okay. All right. So we're about to get started with our Alliance selections. Basically, this is an incredibly important part of the tournament. What's going to happen now is you all played all those qualification matches. You're bumping up and down in the rankings, but now we have our top 8 teams locked and loaded. They're ready to go. So what we're going to do is we are going to have our top-ranked teams pick partners to play with in the playoffs. Here at Chezy Champs, we do a format where we pick teams of 4 alliances rather than having backup bots. So you'll pick 3 additional teams. Can we turn the music down? You'll pick, end up with teams of 4, and that will be your team throughout the entire alliance selection. So when a team gets called out, they can either accept or decline. If they decline, they don't want to join their alliance. That's their prerogative. That's totally cool. The only caveat is once you decline, you can no longer accept. So if you're in the top 8, you can decline and pick your own team. If you're not in the top 8, it's a little bit of a gamble because you may not be able to move up into the top 8. You may be out. So if you're in, it's okay. If you're out, you may want to say yes. And that's pretty much it. As teams get picked, we'll move the next team up into the next slot, and we'll go on from there. Pretty simple. A lot of you have seen it before. Maybe some of you haven't, but you're going to see it now. And we'll go 1 through 8, then 8 through 1, and 1 through 8 again. So that's pretty much it. So right now I want to bring to the fields. He's been announcing the match all weekend. His name is Stanford. He's going to help us out with the Alliance selection. Everybody give a round of applause to Stanford.
All right. After 69 qualification matches, we have had one team rise to the top. Second year in a row they've done this. Let's bring on the field our number 1 team, 1678.
Citrus Circuits!
All right. Citrus Circuits, you are our number 1 team. You have earned the right to select any team at this event. Who's it going to be?
Team 1678, Citrus Circuits, would like to invite Team 254.
Number 3 ranked team is the Chezy Champs.
That's a pretty familiar pairing. Team 254, do you accept?
Team 254 gladly accepts.
All right, now that we got our first pick and captain set, let's bring up our number 2 ranked team, 696.
Circuit Breakers.
(696) Who are you going to invite? Join your alliance.
Team 696 Circuit Breaker would like to invite Team 4414 High Tide.
Let's High Tide.
High Tide, are you going to accept their invitation?
Team 4414 respectfully declines.
That's okay. That's their right. Do you need a moment to make another pick, or do you have one ready to go? All right, 696, who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 696 Circuit Breaker would like to invite Team 2910 Jack in the Bot.
Jack in the Bot.
(2910), do you accept their invitation?
Team 2910 respectfully declines.
All right. 696, who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 696 Circuit Breakers would like to invite Team 6036 Peninsula Robotics.
Peninsula Robotics, rank number 4.
$60.36. Do you accept their invitation?
Team C36 respectfully declines.
All right, 696. Gonna need a moment. Phone calls going out of the field.
While we're waiting, Solomon, I have a question for you. Because we're having a phone call, it reminded me of this amazing question I have. How does a pirate communicate?
Did you just call me Solomon?
I'm sorry, Solomon was standing right there.
Oh, good.
Stanford. I apologize. But the question remains, how does a pirate communicate?
Tom, please enlighten me.
With his iPhone.
Tyler said we were all thinking. Please save me from these dad jokes, 696.
Subscribe now and you'll not hear another joke from Tom, by the way.
What's Tim Cook's favorite TV show?
Please enlighten me.
Game of Phones.
Yeah. I think Game of Thrones is what 696 might be playing right now.
All right. 696, who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 696 Circuit Breakers would like to invite Team 359.
Team 359.
That's the Hawaiian Kids.
Team 259, do you accept their invitation?
Team 359 accepts.
Alrighty, now it's time to bring up our number 4 ranked team. That's 6036.
Peninsula Robotics.
$60.36, you've chosen to form your own alliance. You must have a pretty good pick lined up, so who's it going to be?
Team 6036 would like to invite Team 5940.
That's Brad.
$59.40, do you accept their invitation?
Team 5940 would love to get spread with you.
Oh, I love a good alliance selection pun. Brett always has the best ones. All right, with our first 3 alliances set up, it's time to bring out our number 5 ranked team. That's 4270.
Moving to the number 4 spot, that's Crusaders.
$42.70. Who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 4270 invites Team 148 to join our alliance.
Robo Wranglers.
$148. Do you accept their offer?
Team 148 graciously accepts.
All right, folks, and with that, it's time to bring up our number 6 ranked team. That's 2910.
Going to be your number 5 Alliance captain. That's Jack in the Bot.
All right, folks, they need a moment.
If only we had dad jokes to fill the time.
All right, 2910 ready to make a pick after a phone call off the field. 2910, who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 2910 would like to invite 5460.
Strike zone.
$54.60. Are you going to accept their invitation?
On behalf of Team 5460 and all of our sponsors, we gratefully accept.
Awesome, awesome. All right, with that, it's time to bring up our number 6 seed captain. They rank number 7. It's 3476.
Code Orange.
$34.76. Who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 3476 would like to invite the Holy Cows Team 1538 to join our alliance.
The Holy Cows.
$15.38. Do you accept?
Hall of Fame Team 1538, the Holy Cows, happily accepts.
All right. For our number 7 alliance captain, it's our team that ranked 9th. It's 3840. Oh, excuse me. High Tide is not up here. For our number 7 alliance captain, it's the team that ranked 8th. It's 4414.
That's High Tide.
High Tide, who are you going to invite? Join your alliance.
Team 4414 is stoked to invite Team 4499 to join our alliance.
The Highlanders.
$44.99. Do you accept?
On behalf of 4499, we graciously accept.
All right, and for real this time, our number 8 alliance captain, it's the team that ranks 9th. It's 3847.
Spectrum.
All right, folks, they're going to need a little bit of a moment.
Hey, Stanford, I have a different question for you.
Yes, Tom.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Code Orange.
Who?
Code Orange. Glad I didn't say Citrus Circus. Ooh. Even I'm going to groan at that one.
All right, Team 3847, who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Spectrum 3847 would be delighted to invite Team 3538.
We've got twins here.
3598. That's the Robo Jackets.
Do you accept?
Team 3538 accepts.
All right. We're going to give these guys a moment to talk through second picks. We're going to head back 8 through 1.
If you're watching live in Twitch chat, let us know which team you think is going to go to the number 8 alliance or which team you want to see go to the number 8 alliance. Lots of predictions coming through on Twitch chat right now.
Hey, Stanford, I have another question for you.
Yes, Tom.
Another question about pirates. What's a pirate's favorite letter?
I'm not even going to try to guess. What is it, Tom?
You think it would be the R, but it's actually C. Yeah. Little known fact. Little known.
You're getting some applause on that one at least, Tom.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Don't encourage him, please.
Yes, please. Need to speed these picks up. Save me from more of these dad jokes.
Well, by the way, teams, if you don't want this to happen, you can make it stop by picking quicker. There's always an opportunity.
The longer it takes you to pick, the more dad jokes you get subjected to. That's just the rules. I don't make the rules. I have to enforce them.
Says the guy that looks up dad jokes anytime we have a break.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. My tabs are immaculate right now. No, not 6 of them full of dad jokes. That's not. Stanford, did you hear about a broken guitar for sale?
You got to pick.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so
come back
much.
to it.
All right. 35, 38, 38, 47. Who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Spectrum 3047 and
Robo Jackets 3538
would be delighted to invite Team 971.
Spartan Robotics.
Spartan Robotics, do you accept?
Team 971 gratefully accepts.
All right. Now let's go ahead and move on. Number 7 alliance. Are you guys ready? All right. Who are you going to invite to your alliance?
Team 4414 and
4499
would like to invite Team 581.
Blazing Bulldogs.
$581. Do you accept?
Team 581 gratefully accepts.
You guys ready? All right, time for our number 6 seed alliance. Who are you guys going to invite?
Team 3476 Code Orange
Team 1538, the Holy Cows.
would like to invite Team 7157 to join our alliance.
Mubatics.
Team 7157, do you accept?
I know Mew want me. Team 7157 graciously accepts.
That was pretty good. I kind of hope. I know you guys have some really great puns. I want to see someone better that before we leave here today, all right? You guys ready? Number 5 seed alliance. Who are you going to invite to join?
Team 2910
And 5460.
invites 1619 to join our line.
Up a Creek Robotics.
$1619. Do you accept?
Team 1619 graciously accepts.
All right, moving on to our number 4 seed alliance. They're going to need a moment.
In that case, I'm just going right back to that last question. Did you hear about the broken guitar for sale?
No, Tom, I did not.
Yeah, it comes with no strings attached.
I think that's actually the best one all weekend.
Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised.
Thank you. That was really nice. I really appreciated that.
Always great spirit from the Robot Dolphins. You guys are awesome up there. All right. Your number 4 alliance is ready. Who are you guys going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 4270 and
Team 148.
invite Team 2075 to join our alliance.
Enigma Robotics.
$20.75. do you accept?
Team 2075 graciously accepts.
And on to our number 3 alliance. They're going to need a moment. Coming a little bit of a theme. That's okay. We want to make sure you're picking the right teams. Many events are won and lost here in alliance selection. You got to make sure you're getting the best team that fits your alliance. Or maybe just team with the best vibes. I don't know. Whatever works. All right, the beginning of your number 3 alliance are ready. Who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 6036
Team 5940
would like to invite Team 2046.
Bare Metal.
Team 2046, do you accept?
Team 2046 gratefully accept.
Awesome sauce. And on to our number 2 seed alliance. They are ready to go. Who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 696 Circuit Breakers and Team 359. We would like to invite Team 4255 the Robodors.
That's Robodorus.
Team 4255, do you accept?
Team 4255 graciously accept.
All right, we're going to move on to our number 1 seed alliance. They're going to be making 2 picks in a row here. So, your number 1 alliance, who are you going to invite to be your second pick?
Team 1678 Citrus Circuits
And Team 254
would like to invite 5199.
Robot Dolphins from outer space.
Robot Dolphins, do you accept?
Team 5199 Robot Dolphins would be excited to swim with you guys in the playoffs.
All right, your number 1 alliance ready to go to select their 4th robot. Who you guys going to invite?
Team 1678
Team 254 and Team 5199
would like to invite 5419.
Berkelium.
5419, do you accept?
Team 5419 would graciously accept.
I think that was closer to nervously accept, but all good. All right. Our number 2 alliance. You guys are going to complete it with a 4th robot. Are you guys ready to make a pick? They need a moment. That's okay. All right, your number 2 alliance is ready. Who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 696 Circuit Breakers.
Team 259.
Team 4255
We'd like to invite Team 4738 Paribots.
Patriots.
Team 4738, do you accept?
Team 4738 would love to roam the savannas with you.
All right, meet your complete number 2 alliance. Now for number 3. They're going to need a moment. Figure out their... Oh, they got it. All right, they're ready to go. Who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 6036 and
Team 5940
and 2046 would like to invite Team 8033.
Highlander Robotics.
$80.33. Do you accept their offer?
Team 8033 would love to take the high ground with you.
All right, meet your complete number 3 alliance. Number 4. You guys ready to make a pick? All right. Who are you going to invite to join your alliance?
Team 4270 and
148.
And Team 2075.
invite 3663 to join our alliance.
CPR.
$36.63. Do you accept?
Team 3663 will like to accept your gracious offer.
All right. Meet your complete number 4 seed alliance. So our cameraman navigates through the wall, people. Your number 5 seed alliance. Who are you going to invite?
Team 2910.
5460.
And 1619.
We'd like to invite 604 to our alliance.
Quicksilver.
$604. Do you accept their offer?
Team 604 happily accepts.
Meet your complete number 5 seed alliance. And number 6. Are you guys ready to go? Who are you going to invite to join your alliance? They might need a moment. All right. Our number 6 seed alliance. Who are you going to invite to join your coalition?
Team 3476 Code Orange.
Team 1538, the Holy Cows.
And Team 157 Mubotics.
Would like to invite Team 3647 Millennium Falcons.
Millennium Falcons.
Team 3647. Do you accept?
Team 3647 would love to reach hyperspace with you.
Meet your complete number 6 seed alliance. The number 7 alliance is going to need a moment to select their 4th robot. All right, our number 7 seed alliance. Who are you going to invite?
Team 4414 and
Team 4499.
Team 581.
would like to invite Team 1868 to join.
Space Cookies.
$18.68. Do you accept?
Team 1868 would love to shoot for the stars with you.
All right.
All right, Stanford. That was a great first 7 alliances, and I'm going to let you finish. But first, I have a quick announcement while we still have everybody here. So
When we're done with alliance selections, elimination rounds are going to start at 1 p.m. If you're in the first match, please be here with the robot at 12:50, and the practice field will be closing at 12:45. Also, we need the prototype radios back. So if you were not selected or once you are eliminated, please return your radio to the scoring table or to pit admin. Also, there's not going to be enough time to go all the way back to the pits in between matches, so please make sure you bring plenty of batteries with you and chargers. We have power available outside, and we will be presenting awards in between matches during playoffs. So even if you weren't selected for a spot in the playoffs, please stick around to watch the action and to see if you win any awards. And with that, Stanford, let's go back to our number 8 alliance.
All right, let's complete all 8 of our alliances here. Number 8 alliance, who are you going to invite to join your crew?
Spectrum 3847.
Team 3538. Spartan Robotics, Team 971.
Would be delighted to invite Team 114.
Eagle Strike!
Team 114, do you accept?
We are eagle to strike alliance with you.
You guys have been nailing the puns. This is awesome. All right, folks, real quick before we send you guys all away to lunch, I want you to take a look at the alliance across from you. Those are going to be your opponents in the first round, so wave high, maybe give them a stare down. And now, we're going to ask the alliance captains to stick around. The rest of you guys can go to lunch. All of you guys in the stands are going to lunch. We're going to see you back here. Tom, what time? At 1 p.m.
Matches start at 1. Please be here with the robot at 12:50 if you're in the first match. So that's Alliance 1 and Alliance 8. Team 1678, please send your alliance captain back to the fields. Team 1678, I believe they are affectionately known as the Citrus Circuit with a T. Also 4270, please have somebody come back to the fields. If you are on Team 4270 and you're in the stands, please help your alliance captain find their way back to the field so we can have a driver's meeting. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much.